Welcome to all students. Today we are discussing how to working on a batch file, how to another kind of what is the risk of batch file, and other processes. First of all, for demonstration, we have go to the notepad. What we are doing, we are using two key combination that are window key plus R. That is called a run window. We can type a command on this window. Suppose we have opened the window plus R, and again type, then we can type notepad or anything. So that is actually run window where we can interact with the exe files of the windows. So for better demonstration, we have using a word. What is a Windows? Actually, Windows is a kind of your system software which can given a platform for application software. Now question is, what is application software? So we can say application software is a kind of application software is a kind of application we're using a particular application. It's kind of using customized, or we can say which can fulfill our requirement. Example, various kind of software like your MS Office. Here is a package. We can use a particular operations like presentation, typing, and access database. So any kind of we can say a Tally is a kind of application software. Whereas like your MP3 player, any kind MP3 player is kind of your application software. Or you can, if you can using Android system, you can install a various application from Play Store. So these are a kind of application software which can fulfill our something kind of special requirement. Even you can say in MS Office you cannot given a Tally work. In Tally work you cannot fulfill the office work. So they are particularly designed for the particular operations and particular requirements. So that is a kind of Windows. Now Windows is working on a exe file. So where we can say what is the exe? Exe is actually executable files. Executable files, we can say whatever we have gone to the executable. If we have start the notepad, there is something exe file will be called on the system software. If you want to see which kind of exe will currently working on your system, suppose I working on the notepad, so something exe file will be, must be the open and the background. If you want to see, just go to the task manager. Here you can see that which kind of file is open. Just so task manager, there is a shortcut keys control plus alt plus delete. There is a three key combination. When you press, you have given to the task manager, and look at this. See, that's it, the processes which are working on this. And you go to the, just go to the, press the N, and you can see notepad. If you want to see the what kind of exe will be working on, then go to the that is details option. When you go to the details tab, there is a must be the notepad option. Click on here, just type n, and you can see this time notepad is working. So that is a notepad.exe. That is a kind of power of exe. Suppose you want to close this exe from this alt F4, there is a shortcut, but now you have, suppose you want to close this exe at there is a runtime, so you can close, that is from task manager, click on this and then go to the end task. System, do you want to end process? Yes, end process. Notepad will be finished. So here complete, you can see there is a various kind of exe will be working on, which I am not using at that time, but this kind of exe which are very using for this is very essential for starting your system. So this is actually your suppose there is a Skype, something Skype will be working on, school is a kind of, if you install your printer, so this complete system will be working. Okay, one of the interesting things, a kind of file we can say, that is explorer.exe. You can see this second of the file, explorer. What is this file? Actually this file is essential file if your system will be on. You can say that is a file responsible for opening your my computer. You can see there is a below this tabs or anything, this will be responsible for this exe. If this exe you can kill, you cannot interact with your system at that time. Give an example. Suppose I just want to kill this end process. So go to the explorer.exe. You can see I just drag it to here. Now we want to go to the explorer.exe and then end task. Is given a actually the warning, yes, end process, and you can see the system will be blank. Nothing can be seen that here. So suppose you cannot interact with the system at that time. You must be the restart your system with forcefully. But no option. We are very good, smartly work on the system. So go to the file option, then run new task, and then here just type explorer.exe. Once you start, your computer will be on. That is the magic of your batch file. So we have given a small demonstration on this exe. So that is the power of exe. Your whole window will be working on here. You can, whenever you have start any programs, something kind of exe will be starting on the background option. Okay, so there is a concept which you have must known. That is it. There is another kind of operating system which has also be the Linux, Windows and Mac. I never using a Mac. It is a very you can say it's a very costly. It is an Apple product, everyone can know, and Apple is actually very strict on the security option. So first is the main option is very costly, so we are not using and we have not a good knowledge on Apple, but whenever we have known, we must be working on that Mac. But Mac is a kind of software which I not like if there is a one reason. If there is a security, why security is responsible for the closing all the connection? If you are using a Mac, you cannot transfer any data in Windows or any file which have running on the Linux. Mac is very restricting for only recognized system, which is not a good option, I hope, because its security is a feature which can open for anything. If you are very good on security, you must be open for all and just then hold a security. Closing the connection is not a kind of good things, because it is a very limitation kind of things. So we are not discussing in this topic on here. We have discussing that it is another, what is a batch file? Students, as you can see, a batch file is a concept where you can install, where you can also be kind of exe file, you can say. A batch is a kind of file same as a working on the exe file, but through batch you can interact with the also system. Even more dangerous way. Because mostly a virus is also be written by the batch file. So we start our the first things. What is the kind of batch file? Suppose you have corrupt the any Windows. So there is a batch file option where you can corrupt the file. Just type is ren name, then asterisk, then dot, then you just type exe to again asterisk dot jpg, because you are very well known your all Windows will be working on the exe, so all exe will be corrupted. Suppose you have to type all jpg converted to PDF. There is actually only one thing, two options will be applied. Then go to the Control S option, and there is a desktop option, and save this file. Dot. This is a very necessary, that is a bat. You must be save the file as a bat, aps.bat, and save. Go to the desktop. There is a batch file. Just click on it. Something a kind of file will be open. Now open the file. Suppose we want Microsoft Word. There is something students in Windows, from Windows 8 and Windows 10, there is an option. Once you have file run your batch file, you click on here and then go to the right click, and then there is a run as administrator, because they will be given the advanced option that a kind of file the user have just double click on it. So batch file is actually is not running. So for demonstration you must be click on the right click option, then go to the run as administrator, install a quick heal. Say they will say the yes or no, click on the yes. This option will be hold because install the quick heal, that is a original file which can be not running this batch file. It is recognize it, that is a system harm file. But if you are not using a genuine antivirus, this will be run on your background and corrupt your file. So for demonstration, go to the edit option, and then you can see it was not working. So here is a word which is actually running, but if you are not antivirus, it will be work on, and this will be corrupt your data. For demonstration we have next time using but suppose if you are working on it, this command will be executed. You must not restart your system, otherwise your system will be not able to restart. Without restart, at that time you again reverse the exes. You just jpg type and type exe, and here PDF, type, just type GPG. You must convert your program just reverse operation, because otherwise Windows will be working. And just again right click and then run as administrator, click on the yes option and then open. Student, that is the kind of files we have actually interact with a batch file. For better demonstration, we again write a second virus kind of thing, @ then echo, then off. What is the echo? Echo is a kind of commands which cannot given a reverse operation. Echo is not just echo. You can say, suppose we have any kind of room and just start the shouting and reversing of the voice, then echo is off. None kind of message will be shows the user. Then go to just type loop and then type start notepad, whatever exe you have want, just type it. See, notepad, you can type again task manager is also option, so you have type COM. Then type, okay, you can also say is WinWord, also says Excel, also says PowerPoint, and then again go to the last option and go to stay on .exe, and then again save with batch file. The batch file is created, then double click on it. Again, this, what is this batch file do? This start your all programs without echo, that means user interaction is off. Program will be go to the starting your programs is very fast. Your system going to be very slow, and finally your system going to the halt. You must be restart your system at the forced sleep. So be aware from this file, batch file. Okay, this is a short kind of things we have interact with Windows. Thanks for watching. Just like my channel and subscribe, because once we have place any video, the mail will be go to the, you must be like and you must be subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you.